What's up guys, it is Zombie, and today we're going to be showing you how to get the new Slender glove. Now, there isn't a new mastery, but there is a new glove. And I will say this one's pretty cool. It is kind of scary though, so do beware. So the first thing you're going to want to do to get this glove is have a friend with Nightmare. If you don't have a friend with Nightmare, you can probably find someone in the public servers because there's a lot of people in the game right now. But personally, I'm just gonna load up an alt that somehow has Nightmare, even though it costs like 20,000 slaps. So you might want to use speedrun. It's okay if you don't, but it is helpful. So once you get slapped by Nightmare, basically what you gotta do is find a page on one of the trees. It's gonna be random for everyone, but mine's on the left tree. You don't really have to read it. It's just kind of a hint as to what to do next. Next, you want to equip BleuEyedZombie. And I just realized I do have an alt in the server, so I'm just going to show you all of this on that alt, instead of just having to verbally explain everything. Hopefully that'll help all of you a little bit better. Alright, so one thing I forgot, you gotta accept the mysterious note. Yeah, this whole entire time, that's what you've been meaning to do. You need to accept the mysterious note quest. I'm stupid. Don't blame me, please. I'm sorry. Alright, so I was finally able to get the code, but I did have to go into a public server. So now that we have the code, we can now equip BleuEyedZombie. And then once we've done that, we can go ahead and fly up here. And you'll see that there is a tape recorder. And you gotta click E. And then you want to write this down in chat. It's going to be different for you, but this is my code, 9480172. So we're going to keep that in the chat while we equip Pocket. And then we got to open this and input that code. So you can see it said question mark, and we're going to reset. And why am I in the arena? We're going to go into the Hitman area, and you're going to see this door has creaked open a little bit. You want to squeeze in there. Then you want to click this page that's kind of like stuck in the tree. And then once you do that, you're going to be teleported out, and you can talk to the Hitman, claim a reward, and then you'll think nothing happened. Well, there's a lever here now. You gotta pull the lever, and now there is a new page on the little sign post. So you gotta click this, and then your screen will turn to static, and after a while, you'll get teleported. Now, for this, you gotta collect 8 pages while dealing with Slenderman. In order to deal with Slenderman, just don't walk into him and look away when you see him. Otherwise, he'll kind of like kill you. Yeah. And you gotta find 8 pages. So the first page is going to be in there on the wooden door. The second page is going to be in here on this little crate. The third page is going to be upstairs on another crate. And then you see Slenderman, so you gotta look away. It is helpful to have audio here so that you can hear when you see Slenderman. And then our next one is going to be over here. Oh, Slenderman's over there. Oh, he's targeting me. And then the next one's going to be in this window. Dude, chill out, man. I only have 4 pages. Chill. And then the next one's going to be over by this blue car. Dude. And then there's going to be 2 in the barn. Dude, he's going so fast, man. Actually, 3 in the barn. One's going to be out in this car. Dude. Another's going to be on this haystack. And then the last one is going to be up this truss. And this truss specifically, because it'll take you to the attic. And then it'll be right here, and you can collect the page and get the badge. Now onto the showcase. Now this glove is a pretty weird glove and kind of hard to understand. But basically you have a page counter on top of someone's head, and then you can go ahead and slap them, and it'll go up by 1. And you also have an E ability and an R ability, which we'll get to later. It's basically just rob, but worse for the E ability. But we're gonna go onto the R ability. So the R ability is able to be activated once someone reaches 8 pages. So you gotta slap them 8 times, and then you'll be able to use your R ability on them. Now I'm gonna switch my POV over to the alt, so you can see what it looks like to experience that. Alright, so I'm going to use my R ability, and as you can see, it has like a little page pop up, and then it has a Slenderman on top of my head. And this is actually an activation, like, kind of detection for the user, and I'm still really not sure what you do in that. Alright, now what we're going to try is we're going to try slapping the alt when it's in Alone at Night. So there we go, I activated it, and now I slap them, and I guess it dealt more power. Is that it? It deals more knockback? Okay, that's pretty overpowered knockback, but still, that's kind of lame. I thought it would like send Slenderman to kill them or something. But yeah, overall, it's kind of a lame glove for all that you have to go through in order to get it. But still, it's a fun thing to get, and it is pretty cool. So that is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.